Oh yeah, back at it, y'all. We are back at it. On the grind, one time for your mind. Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Presidente. Hmm? Okay. Claro? Sí. Claro que sí. Oh yeah. Working as usual. Just got an order, happy to say. Going to do these deliveries all day like usual. Can't wait to be able to say that's unusual and that it's not the usual anymore because we're going to be full-time YouTuber. Not just, hey, I'm a YouTuber. It's one other thing I do. No, it's going to be the main thing I do at some point. Oh, man. Should I get, yeah. Well. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow. Wow. Oh. Don't you hate when you take a nap one day and then after that your body is thinking that you're going to keep doing that? You're like, no, that was yesterday. I can't afford to do that today. And it's like, why not? Take a nap. Go to sleep. It's like, no, can't do that. I got to work. Your body be like, nah, you need to take that nap again. You did it around this same time yesterday. No, can't afford that. Got to get out here and work. What's happening, everybody? I see you. Appreciate you. 11 in the building. Let's get some thumbs up going if you're really showing the proper love. We need some love on the side. We need some thumbs going up. We need all that proper respect for ONYXCON, the official. I'm not ONYXCON. I just run this thing. You know what I mean? I'm Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of ONYXCON. Yeah. ONYXCON is a whole vibe, a whole energy, a whole lifestyle. You understand? We started as a Comic-Con. We were an event. After the pandemic, we said enough is enough. We're going to go online. Biggest fans of it from back in the day still ask me, when you gonna bring back the convention? I say, when y'all put some money on it, when y'all start subscribing, when y'all add to the YouTube and we get a budget, then they get quiet. Then they get quiet. You know what I'm saying? The real ones keep talking. They're like, all right, well, we're gonna figure that out, man. We got you. I'm watching everything. I watch you. Yeah, I know who my real ones are. I know who my real ones are. I know who my monetization nation is out of the 3,500 plus. About to be about to be 3,600. Can you believe that? 3,600. We on the way, y'all. I'm just gonna go ahead and just boost it right on up to what I want it to be. Gonna say 4,000. What? 5,000. Let's get 5,000. Let's get 10. Now, when we get 10, I know we'll be well monetized by then. I'm guessing that we'll probably monetize at 4,000. By the time we hit 4,000, we'll be monetized. That's my new. I keep readjusting the number because the growth is so slow, and you just every time you think it's about to be like boom, it's like yeah, not necessarily. We'll see. We'll see. We get there by and by. You know what I mean? But check it. Have y'all seen the two biggest gaming trailers that I've noticed last night? I think both of them hit sometime yesterday. I know one. I know the Wolverine hit yesterday. Wolverine and let me see how you say it. La Fée. God of War La Fée. Have you seen these in-game Like, yo, have you seen it? Have you seen either one of them? I watched both of them, and I watched interviews with the head of the game for God of War, LaFay, and I watched and of course the Wolverine thing. I did a reaction to that. So if you ain't seen the reaction to that, please watch that video. It didn't get no numbers really, and I still am like, the hell, like I know I was one of the first people to post about it. Like what? I sometimes really think I'm like, if your channel don't have 100 and something thousand subscribers, it don't matter that you were the first to get on that topic. They just don't. They don't. That's my theory. And if YouTube would say no, that's not how it works, well then show me the logic in how it is. If in the whole world before I posted that video, I know I don't think I even saw anybody else. Now when I woke up this morning, yeah, of course I see 20 different channels that covered the Wolverine thing. And they are, like I say, they're all bigger channels. They got like 80,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, damn near a million, over a million. And you know, if they fart, it's a big deal. You know, everybody's running their shit up. Like, what the? Why can't the small channels? You say you here to support us. You say you respect us. You say you don't want us talking about you and making it seem one way when it's not. Then prove it, damn it. Make this thing easier to do. I should have been monetized. This channel should have been monetized. Been, been monetized. There's absolutely no excuse. I don't even want to hear about no algorithm. I don't even want to hear about no numbers. It's such a joke, man, when you be one of the first people to post about something that you know is hot. And you're a legit fan. You're not just chasing clout. I grew up on Wolverine. He is forever one of my favorite. I'll say in Marvel, when it comes to Marvel, let me break it down. But just Marvel. I ain't saying all of comicdom, because if I get into all of comic book culture, then I gotta name some of my own characters. Okay, then I start naming, a lot of independent books that most people ain't heard of, but who gives a shit because they don't dig in the crates. You know what I mean? But that's okay. We here to tell you about it. Maybe you will if you just knew about it, if you had awareness, right? But like when it comes to just Marvel, my favorite characters of all time, first, number one, is Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, and it would be for the kind of personality I have, one might think I would easily name one of the black characters, but it's not about ethnicity. It's about just simply the elements of the character, and ethnicity does play into my decisions because I am big on representation and I want to always see more. And of course, I love Black Panther, but when I was growing up, Black Panther didn't have his own book when I first got into comics in like sixth grade, seriously got into it. And by the time I was in high school and college, somewhere around in college, that's when Wolverine, I mean, that's when Black Panther, around that time, um, late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. Okay, now, girl, don't do nothing too crazy. She driving backwards. Oh, you bold. She bold with it. Don't get hit. Now, folks, somebody out crazy or crazy in a parking lot real quick. Damn, she literally pulled out and just started driving like this. God damn. Anyway, shit. Wow. Damn, that's funny too, because I see that woman all the time and she do the same kind of work I do. She cute too. She pretty. I've thought about stepping to her and hollering at her, but I know there's a language barrier because she's a Latina. But I've heard her talking to other Latinos before, and I'm like, man, I'm way under on my Spanish. I'd be sounding real funny to her. But then the more I observe, I'm like, okay, just saw you do that, off the list. Like, you know, already, yeah, I need to leave that one alone. She'll pull out a lot and drive backwards, not just to turn around. No, just straight up going backwards. Like she went one, two, three, four, five, like six parking spaces backwards. God damn, that you know the distance of, if you imagine a parking space, went backwards like six parking spaces and then looped around with somebody pulling up, looking like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my gosh, have mercy. Now, can't play with that one. It's funny, man. The camera's always on in life. I know I'm on a tangent right now, but I got to talk about it when I see it in real time. I just got to jump into it. And it's one of them days where I'm just going to have fun with it, yo. I am going to come back to what I was saying about Wolverine. Don't worry if you were here for that. Uh, but that's just funny to me. Like sometimes, like, and being a single gentleman and looking for ladies to holler at and whatnot, folk can tell on themselves if you watch them, man. That's for any of us. Like, the camera's always on in life. You never know who's looking. Like I'm in my car chilling, waiting on this order. She don't know that I saw that whole thing. She could care less. She did it like she bold enough. She don't care. But it's like that's a notch on your character now. Now anybody, if I ever saw you again, I'm in charge of something, and I'm hiring, and I see you walk in, you forgot all. You never even knew me, but I knew your face. I remember you from when you did that thing. Okay, guess what? And you'll wonder why you didn't get that job. And be with the nicest smile. Oh, thanks for coming in. You ain't getting shit. Get on out of here. Crazy ass. I know you would. You're not a risk taker. You're beyond risky. You're a liability. I ain't messing with you. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. She straight up drove backwards, y'all. Damn. And did it fast, like, with aggression, like she was mad to make it worse. And then to make it ultimately worse, there's always a cop posted up out here. Like always. Like, are you out of your freaking mind? When it's damn near a militarized state, and you just gonna do whatever you want to do. You don't care. Okay. Play if you want to. You better be ready for the circumstances. If you're gonna go all out, go all out, because these fools is on you anyway. You better, man, y'all, people be killing me trying to act hard. Just cool it. Be nice. Don't bring drama to your door, people. Relax. Relax. It's okay. It really ain't that serious. Don't y'all be driving backwards. Some of y'all may have just joined me, don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I just watched somebody literally pull out of a parking space and drive backwards. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I spent too much time on that. So back to what I was saying about Marvel characters. Yeah, my all-time favorites is pretty much like Wolverine, which is why this game means so much to me, and I can't wait for it. Wolverine, the Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher. And what's funny about me saying the Punisher number two, right? Wolverine, my collection would reflect that. If you saw my collection of comics for Punisher, you'd be like, how you say you're a Punisher fan? You ain't got like two or three books. Yeah, but which books are they? I used to collect Punisher War Journal, not War Journal. What was it called? Punisher magazine. They used to have a magazine. It was black and white with a color cover. I think this is my order. Yeah, is it? Yo. Mm-hmm. Man, I swear that nap trying to get me. It's the revenge of the nap. I took a nap yesterday around this time because I had to have one. And I still made my money. I was so proud of myself. I got up early. I worked a few. And I said I gotta get a nap. It's hitting me because I'm not used to getting up that early. And then I finished the day and it was cool. I still got a little tired toward the end of the day, but I was like, whatever, push through, let's go. But today, it wants my body to be like, you might be like, I remember that, let's try that again. I'm like, no, I wasn't trying to start a habit. Can't do it like that yet. You set that clock, boy, your body clock be like, yeah, all right, let's do that again. I like that. But anyway, so I think this Wolverine game is going to be exceptional. I really do. I think it's going to be something truly special. And I see the internet going crazy about it as we should. If you're a fan of, like I said, as far as Marvel characters go, Wolverine is my all-time. He's at the top. He's at the top. Um, oh, when I gave that list, I gotta be crazy not to say. But here's the thing. Before I say that, no, I'm not. I'm not crazy at all. I'm just telling the truth. I gave my list earlier. Y'all weren't in here. I see you got new people coming in. I was talking about my favorite Marvel characters, and I listed them like number one, Wolverine. Number two, the Punisher. Then I said, oh, and then I was saying I had a debate between the two, but I decided then Spider Man. And ironically, I said about any of this list, if you looked at my collection, you would say, how's it possible? And you got more of this guy's book than that one's or whatever. It ain't about just the book sometimes. I mean, I do have everybody I'm mentioning in books, but it's about specific books, specific stories, the way certain writers and illustrators manifested these characters, and it lasted. The impression it made on me lasted forever. You know what I'm saying? Like you could give me years of anything, but if one thing is so amazing, I always tell y'all quality over quantity. It's quality is determined by me as an individual. You ain't got to agree with me. that book was that phenomenal, whichever ones it were. That, like I said with the Punisher, what made me a true Punisher fan was the Punisher magazine. There was a magazine they used to publish where it had a color cover, black and white interior, and it was large format. It was not regular size comic book. It was like reprints of issues, but they did it big, and it was black and white. And I only think I even have like, I know I have two, but maybe even three issues of it. But when I tell you, it's amazing those those books are not beat up. You just keep flipping through something, keep looking at it, you wear it out. They're in decent shape. They're in good condition, as I remember right. And those are some of my prized Punisher books because those Mike Zeck's are. If you know about Mike Zeck, that is the best to ever draw. Mike Zeck is the best to ever draw the Punisher. Like Bernthal is the best to ever play him. Period. That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. And that's not to discredit anybody else that's phenomenal, amazing, and that I also appreciate as illustrators. It's just Mike's style was so, man, is Mike Zeck is the man, Zeck's work is just phenomenal. And it's a smoothness and a rhythm to it that just, I mean, his work in G.I. Joe, his work on Punisher, I mean, I could name a lot of different things he did, but those two especially made the most impact on my life. And so anyway, in G.I. Joe Special Missions issues that Zek did, cover and interior, that was back when whoever was on the cover was more than likely going to be on the inside too. Yeah, you ain't have to worry about, I hope the art on the inside is just as good and I like it. If you like the cover, you're going to like the interior because it's going to be the same person. That kind of day in comics. That's the way I grew up on stuff. So anyway, like I said, Wolverine my number one, then the Punisher, then Hulk. And Hulk, like I say, it ain't even about it's specific books, and it's the energy of the character. And I couldn't even name the specific books. I just know when I was really young, that could have been some of the first comics I ever looked at. And then Spider-Man just is Marvel, period. Like, why you think they used to use his head in the little Marvel block on the books back in the day? Because, hey, this is the mascot. Everybody talk about that Captain America and other shit, man. Cap is Cap, whatever, but Cap really is not that dude. I don't care what nobody say. When it comes to Marvel, somebody's mad as hell right now because he's my favorite. That's your personal opinion. Ain't got shit to do with reality. You could put Spider-Man next to Captain America anywhere in the world, and people know who the hell that character is. But with Cap, I tell you the truth, they might not know. People swear, yeah, they do, because he's American. Everybody knows America. Look, get off your patriotism. That's got shit to do with popularity. It's like American music. I tell y'all all the time. You travel, you're going to wake up real quick. Your favorite artist ain't everybody else's favorite artist. He's worldwide. No, that's what they sell you. It's not to say the person doesn't have a world audience, but it's not as big as you think it is. It is. That's real. Unless you're a certain level of artist. Then I will say there's unique differences. But most of the time when it's somebody who, let's say they live in America, but they're popping more so somewhere else, it's because they're still from somewhere else. They're an international artist to begin with. Like Sade back then, now, anytime. She's got international roots. She can live anywhere in the world. She's a world artist. She's like, Sade is like saying the World Cup is going to be in concert. Like straight up, she's just that amazing. Period. Period. That's not the equivalent. That's not the equivalent. Sade is like Spider-Man. she's a face of something. The whole face. What you doing, man? You act like you was gonna go straight through that damn light. Okay. Yeah, yeah. But hold on. Did this take me the right way, y'all? I think it did. But I was saying Hulk and Spider-Man both are known like that. And I say Spider-Man even more. Even more. He is Marvel. So yeah, Spider-Man's up in there. And then I said Storm, but especially Mohawk Storm, because I always loved that version of her, especially if drawn by Arthur Adams, the legend, and or by Romita when he was drawing X-Men. If I wanted her to be hardcore, but if I wanted to be cute and extra pretty, Arthur Adams. Arthur Adams all day. And then and then not last, not least, Sunspot from the New Mutants, the old school original Sunspot. That's my guy, the Brazilian Sunspot. Sunspot that was still brown before they decided to do him, give him the lighten up like Michael Jackson or something. And if you laughing because you understand, you with me. If you confused and frustrated, then you don't know the character. Because that's what they did to Sunspot. They tried to just completely whitewash him over time. Like what the hell? Who is that? Oh, that's Sunspot. No, it's not. Who is that? Like, dude, damn. Yeah, back on the 111, y'all. You know what it is. The third, baby. I do. I want you to fill this vacancy tonight. Ooh, baby, baby. Did you hear that? I love that song. I love that song. Ari Lennox. Lennox. I said Ari, Arillennox. I love me some Ari Lennox, man. That lady can sing and she pretty. You better go ahead with your bad, beautiful chocolate self. Ari Lennox, y'all. You don't know about it? Look it up. Look her up. You got to know about some Ari Lennox, man. Say, ooh, baby, I want you to fill this vacancy tonight. Ooh, baby, baby. Oh, man, yo. And shout out to Jermaine Dupri for producing that. That shit is hidden. That's my joint right there. That's my joint. I'd love to meet her. She is phenomenal. Her voice is incredible. Just her videos are dope. If you've seen all her videos, she's a sci-fi head a little bit into fantasy and horror and stuff. She did one where she turned into a werewolf. I ain't gonna give you, just watch it. You're gonna be like, snap. You know, I already got them skills, man. She got them skills. She deserves to pay her bills. You understand me? She got them skills. Ari Lennox, y'all. I gotta do me a post for Ari. I'm gonna start doing some ONYXCON music posts every day, the way I do birthdays and stuff. Because we all got favorite music and people relate to it through music. If you tell them you like an artist they like, they usually gonna follow your channel because they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, he know about good music. Damn right I do, man. Come on, stop playing. That's ONYXCON. What you think this is? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna start posting some favorite songs and just portraits of people. Because I've seen other channels do that, and it gets me going when I see that. I be like, oh man, I ain't heard this in a while. And yeah, that is so and so. I love it. It makes you want to follow their channel. You be like, okay, they got good taste. Good taste alone is a salute people's birthdays. And the reason I started doing birthdays is people always passing, man. Shout out to everybody talking about great singers, man. We lost Peebo Bryson, man. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Peebo Bryson, the absolute legendary singer. Legend, absolute legend. We talking about my parents' era to my era to now. This man been around. He had a career still. He hit any stage, sing one note. The women gonna pass out still. Peebo Bryson, you understand? Transition, man. Right here in Atlanta area, in the metro. Marietta, I didn't even know he was living here. Everybody live in Atlanta. That's all. If they famous, they live two places. They got well three places. They might have a place in Cali, in LA typically, somewhere near LA County, or they somewhere in the metro ATL. That's it. That's it. You get. It's almost like to be famous, you gotta have both. You know, you're a Cali spot, an Atlanta spot, and when you say Cali, you mean it. You mean LA. Let's just be real. There's no disrespect to any. I mean, as huge a state as California is, when people just say Cali, what you know they talking about? They don't be talking about nowhere else. They talking about somewhere near LA or in LA. And it's funny how they do that, but that's how they talk. LA's ego is just that big. And you know it's a difference because the Bay Area, they want to be separate. They like, we don't claim California, we claim the Bay. Like they like, we from the Bay, period. The Bay, like that's its own state. If they could have it their way, they would separate and be a state of its own. The Bay Area, you know, metropolis, it would be its own territory, its own everything. I'm pretty sure it really would. Oh man, but it's just so stupid when people do that. See that? You just had to get ahead of me. I move over so you can go, and now we both at the same stoplight. Now you hitting brakes, and I'm pulling up right beside you. Wow, you did all that for what? That's why I don't look at people when they drive like that, because they're aggressive and stupid. So you look over at them, now they got an attitude, they got like they want to play hard. Trick, we're going to be at the same stoplight. That's no way to live your life. That's not good. That's not good. Calm down. Anyway, Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother thing. You know, I haven't been to the Bay either. I got to go to the Bay. I got to go to the Bay. That's on my domestic list of stuff I have to do. Y'all want to hear that list? Let me give you that. I feel like I feel like doing that list. It makes me feel good just to think about the things I want to do when I get it. You know, when we get that bag proper, people always talk, when I get my bag, my bag. Yeah, well, I'm going to show y'all how to really live life. Shit, I was watching an interview, Cam Newton interviewing, what's her name, Young Miami. Young Miami, she's so damn hood. City girl to the fullest. Oh my gosh. She pretty though. I ain't gonna front now, she pretty. But I didn't know what she looked like to that interview, quite frankly. Not really, no, well, I take it back. I probably saw her in a video or something. Because I think she did the one with Usher. That was a hit. And I saw that or whatever. But anyway. She she said something he was asking her about money and getting older and how mature you are now and now you're a mom, blah blah blah. And she was talking about, yeah, I done bought all the houses and the jewelry and all that stuff. Sometimes you be trying to think, what am I gonna do when I get my next bit of money and all this? And she said, and then she said the key thing, she said, I just want to take vacations with her child. She said, I said, now you talking. Do some damn travel, man. Expose your people, expose your own mind and expose your kids to now that's living. That's gonna wake you up. That's why you sounded more mature, because you done had some, you know, went out this place and seen some other stuff and woke up to, oh, my little narrow view of the world was never the whole thing. Never. It ain't never gonna be. Like, I really do live on a earth, not just this fantasy of this ultimate place. It's such a joke. Like, come on, man. It's one. It's definitely awesome. I love my country for the land itself and everything of the best of it. That's it. Leave all the rest of it gone somewhere with all the BS and the rhetoric. But when it comes down to the best of it, pure, yeah, I'm for it. I'm all about it. So back to the list, I would say some places I haven't been in the nation that I want to go. Haven't been to the Bay Area. Been to Los Angeles more times than I can count. I done lost count at this point. I would guess it might still be under 10 times, but it damn sure be right at 7 or 8. Like I said, it may have been 10 times this last time I went. And 24. That was the last time I was out there. And I still got connections and everything, so that's nothing new to me. I want to see something new. Like, it's always new. I tell you that. It's always new every time you go, because it's always something that changed. New businesses open, some new hot spots for whatever you're into. There's always some new stuff in LA, or store you ain't been in a while. It'll look a little bit different when you go back. New faces working there, some of the same old faces, that kind of thing. It's that kind of place. But yeah, I wanna definitely go to the Bay Area. I need to see, San Francisco, Oakland, tour with some people who know it, so I can be safe and all that cool shit. What else? What else? Place I haven't been back to in a while that I need to revisit is New York. I ain't been back to New York since all this gentrification. I want to see what they did to my school that I went to my first year, Pratt. I've seen online, like, it looks like freaking Georgia Tech, because their architecture department has obviously taken over a huge chunk of the budget, and they allowed for them to rebuild on campus. Because, like, I was up there when they literally just started tearing down and gutting the old buildings that had asbestos and stuff, because these buildings were old as hell. And they were just starting that in '94. So now it's a whole nother campus. I went on their website about a year ago. I didn't know what I was looking at. I was like, that's Pratt. Like, what is that? Like, not even where is it? What is that? Make your mine. Make your mine. Man, what is? Oh, hell no. Man, my power is so low. What the? My phone is tripping, y'all. I think I probably did too much with it earlier and didn't take time to truly charge. Oh man, I gotta get me a charger connected to this thing, because this car one ain't doing it fast enough. Maybe I got too much open on my phone. We're going to shut this live down, y'all. I'll be back with y'all when I got time to